Druhá veľká téma, celkom prirodzene, bola téma mieru.
The second major topic, quite naturally, was the topic of peace, and we particularly focused in our private conversation on what is happening in Ukraine. We exchanged our positions, opinions, and information that we obtained in various meetings. We met somewhat unconventionally at the border crossing between Slovakia and Ukraine, which was very nice. Thank you very much for that gesture. And I informed the President of the European Council about the content of the talks I conducted with the Ukrainian President, with the Chinese President, and also with the Russian President. I expressed a wish, and that wish is for the EU to devote the same level of attention and energy on peace processes as it does on military aid to Ukraine. This is my wish, and I also said that if Slovakia's sovereign foreign policy is oriented towards all in the four cardinal directions, certain results, meaning good relationships with various countries. We offer these experiences, we offer these possibilities, because the priority of my government is peace, and not the continuation war, and not military support for Ukraine in this process. I think this discussion was extremely important. We went into details, we said something to each other, and I believe that the European Union can play a significantly important role in the peace process, a more important role than before. I raised the question of how much we think that sanction packages need to be adopted to change Russia's stance on the war. When neither the 1st nor the 18th helped, the 19th definitely won't help. Not to mention that we see that today, the conditions regarding the war conflict are as they are. And that's why I told the chairman that as the Prime Minister of the Slovak Republic, I will not support the adoption of another package until the European Commission presents realistic proposals on how to align the demanding climate goals we have with the needs of car production, not only in Slovakia, but across the entire in Europe, and with the needs of heavy industry. I do not rule out, and I will also advocate for, if there is political will, that we change some of the demanding goals within climate policy. And secondly, I will not support any further package until the European Commission presents real proposals regarding electricity prices in Europe. Before this meeting, I sat with experts from Slovakia, and I can confirm that they are providing me with more and more information about the fact that the price of electricity is literally primarily a matter of the European Union.
I warmly welcome this new atmosphere in the relations between Slovakia and Ukraine, based on good neighborhood, an urgent ceasefire, a fair and just peace, and an European perspective for Ukraine. Dear Robert, I know how much you value peace, and the European Union is precisely a project of peace and prosperity.